Okay, dear. So as I have promised, now we are going to look at the presentation about Armenian names. Yes, here it is. Is it visible now?
Ayo.
Yes, շատ լավ է. Okay, dear. So, as we know, it is a crucial aspect of a nation's survival to uphold traditions and pass them down to future generations, and names are very strong weapons for this. So now I would like to speak a bit about historical background of Armenian names, which have evolved over centuries, and they shaped by the events, cultural shifts, and spiritual beliefs that have marked our history. From ancient pagan times, when names like Vahagan, the god of fire, as I have mentioned for several times, like my name Astrid, the goddess of beauty and love, or the name Anahit, and so on, were common to the adoption of Christianity, which brought a wave of biblical and saintly names. But besides this, we still keep our ancient names. So now we also call our babies both Bahagan and other biblical names as well. And our naming traditions have always mirrored the evolution of Armenian society in general. Now I have separated three parts of Armenian names. So the first is meaning and symbolism. One of the most captivating aspects of Armenian names is the meaning they carry. For example, Vahan means shield. It symbolizes protection, strength. Then Shushan comes, which means lily. As you may remember, I have spoken about it recently that in many cases we call our girls by the names of different flowers. So Shushan is one of the examples which evokes purity and beauty. And when we name our children, we do so with a deep sense of purpose. We often select names that embody the values we hope to instill in our babies or that reflect our connection to our heritage. So we are very, very attentive towards choosing names. The next part is the influence of religion. Armenia's early adoption of Christianity as the first Christian nation has had a profound impact on naming practices. Many names, such as Hovannes, which is equal to John, or Narek, inspired by Saint Gregory of Narek or Grigor Narekati, as we are used to calling, are linked to saints and biblical figures. They serve as a spiritual anchor for our people. These names not only honor religious traditions but also connect each new generation to the faith of our ancestors. And as for girl's name, Mariam is very common one after the Holy Mother. So we call our girls as Mariam, which is similar to Mary or Maryam in other languages. The next part is about traditional names versus modern names. In contemporary times, we see a blend of traditional and modern names. While some parents choose classic names like Haik, after the legendary founder of Armenia, and he's considered to be the father of Armenian population. Other parents may choose some contemporary or even Western influenced names for their kids. But I'd like to note that there is also a growing trend of reviving ancient Armenian names, and we breathe new life into our linguistic and cultural heritage. So I really like this part. Now I'd like to speak a little bit about the patronymic system. An interesting and unique feature of Armenian surnames is the use of endings like yan or ian. These suffixes are a hallmark of Armenian family names and carry a specific meaning. For example, the name Baghdasaryan means descendant of Baghdasar, or Khachaturian signifies descendant of Khachatur. This naming tradition links individuals to their family heritage, allowing each surname to tell a story about one's ancestral roots. In many cases, Armenian surnames have significant meanings. For instance, Melikan is derived from Melik, which means king or nobleman. Then we have Sarkisyan, which comes from the name Sarkis, which indicates Saint Sarkis. These surnames serve as a bridge to the past, providing insight into the family's history or occupation. Moreover, traditional Armenian names, as I have mentioned, also include special endings for women, such as Anush or Tucht. These suffixes mean daughter of and are used to emphasize the paternal connection. For example, we have Sahak Anush, which means daughter of Sahak, and Khosrovi Tucht is daughter of Khosrov. Now I'd like to have a look at names in literature and folklore. In Armenian literature and folklore, names play significant roles, very huge roles, I mean. Heroes like Vartan Mamikonian, as you may remember, Vartan comes from the word Vart, which means rose, but Vartan is male name, and for example, Vart or Vartohi is female name. So heroes like Vartan Mamikonian have become symbols of courage and patriotism, inspiring generations to uphold their values. Through stories and poems, these names continue to live on, serving as reminders of our cultural heritage and the ideals we cherish. So it is very unique way to keep our naming system alive and also to keep the connection between the name, its origin, and its meaning. What comes next? A global perspective. As Armenians, we have spread across the globe, especially after the genocide in 1995. Our population has spread across the globe, and our names have traveled with us, adapting to new environments while maintaining their essence. Whether in the diaspora or in Armenia, Armenian names stand as symbols of identity, resilience, and unity, reminding us of where we come from and who we are. So here we have the unique characteristic of names, how much important they are for each nation to keep their identity, to keep their origin, to never forget where they are coming from, despite the fact where they are living right now or what difficulties they had to overcome. I can be proudly say that nowadays in Armenian diaspora is very, very strong. Our brothers and sisters keep Armenian traditions and they name their babies by Armenian national names and ancient names as well. So it's a very, very unique feature and I'm proud of it. Moving on to the next part, I'd like to speak about geographical and cultural influence. So, Armenian names often carry the influence of the country's geography and cultural history. A prime example is the name Ararat, which holds deep significance for us. According to the Bible, Noah's Ark came to rest on Mount Ararat after the Great Flood, and this sacred mountain has since become a symbol of renewal and hope. And I would like to mention that this is not a legend. Noah's Ark is on the Mount Ararat. And as the first Christian nation, Armenia venerates Ararat not only as a geographical landmark, but also as a national and sacred mountain that embodies the spiritual essence of the Armenian people. Such names reflect more than just places. They capture the history, faith, and natural beauty of Armenia. For instance, names like Artsakh, referring to the Armenian region, which region is unfortunately now under the leadership of Azerbaijan. It's been already 4 years that they kind of took our Artsakh from us, but anyway, we keep this territory inside our hearts and we never lose hope that one day we will have our Artsakh back. And again, we have another name which is Sevan, after the iconic lake which called Sevan and which water is completely pure to drink. These names evoke a sense of pride and connection to the Armenian landscape. Through these names, we express our deep attachment to our land, preserving a connection that spans generations. And thank you very much for your time, for your patience, and for your interest. Thank you for listening to me. And I'd like to mention that I'm going to send you to our group chat some links where you will find Armenian names, list of Armenian names with their meanings and so on. Now, if you have questions, I'm ready to listen.
Thank you, teacher.
I hope you enjoyed the presentation.
I enjoyed, and some of the factors are related to my country's nature names.
Really? Yes, my dear. Thank you very much. I hope it was interesting for you. And now, if you're ready, I'd like to listen to your national names. I'm really very curious about it.
All right. Our national names are the source of the names is from the religious, from the traditional names, and from the global or famous people. For
Mm-hmm.
example, yes. That's why I say the factors they look alike, like your nature of your names there.
Yes, yes,
For example, mine is my name Elizabeth. Elizabeth is from the Bible.
yes.
As you know, yes, Elizabeth was the wife of Zachariah,
Mm-hmm.
the mother of Joanna. If you
Mm-hmm.
know Joanna in the Bible, yes. And another name like Diana, my young sister, her name is Diana. Diana from the Yes Global, Princess Diana, you see. And the other names like Tuganile, Koku, those names from our tribal.
Mm-hmm.
That's the nature of our tribal higher. And the name like other girls maybe Serena. Serena is from the name of the female singer, Celine Dion,
Mm-hmm.
Serena Gomez, yes. So there is a lot of factor which cause we have the source of our names in our countries. Maybe Barack, others parents name their children Barack. Barack from the name Barack Obama, the yes first president of American. So maybe I would like to name my first baby name from Armenia because I really love your names. They are unique but somehow difficult, like Aztec. Yeah.
Okay, dear, your final sentences just made my day. I am very glad that you want to name your baby after some Armenian names. So once I
Yes.
send you the list, we can choose two
Yes.
variants for both a girl and a boy. Believe me, there are more options, there are more variants. I just tried to not overload you with examples of names, but I wanted to share you how they are connected, what meanings they may have, and how we choose different names, or what are really important for us as a nation. So what perspectives we have, that's why I decided to give a link between name
Yes.
and a nation.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
my
you.
dear, thank you very much for the names that you have given as an example. Are there other names or other things you want to tell us?
Yes, from the last task, I was find the 10 things to do or to travel or to know before travel in Armenia about those mountain, capital
Ararat.
city of Armenia, churches, temple, Alagat Mountain,
Uh-huh.
capital city of Yerevan. I wrote in Armenian. I will send to in WhatsApp later.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Lake Serevan,
Mm-hmm.
Agatsin Monastery,
Yes, yes.
Symphony of Stones. Yes,
Wow, amazing places you have chosen, by the way.
yes, Lake Serevan is a source of agriculture and other touristic attraction.
Yes, yes.
Those, yes, natural water from those
Mm-hmm.
trap. I don't, yes, something like trap. So Armenia is very rich in natural water.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Gan Temple. Jig of Arts, I don't know what does this mean.
Which one?
Jig of Arts.
Chigo of Arts.
Oh, there is no.
Maybe you can write down the name in our chat box so I will read and
Oh,
no. You can write the name to our meeting chat box.
all right.
Yes, dear. Write it there so I will look at it. Jiggle of hats. Right? Is this one, right?
Yes, this does make any sense? Or I was wrong.
Okay, just wait a minute. I will realize where it is. Ah, Jingalov hats. I guess, yes, you meant Jingalov hats.
Yes.
It's Jingalov hats. It's a famous bread.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very delicious bread. And as you remember, I've spoken about Artsakh, right? A part of our country which is now under Azerbaijani leadership, unfortunately. So it was typical there, you know. And people from Artsakh, like each one can make this bread. It's made of different greens, and especially greens that grow in Artsakh, you know. Not
Yes, okay.
every green that includes this bread you can find everywhere. There are some unique greens that just grow in Artsakh. So it's typical bread there, and it has a very unique taste because many greens are combined in that very seeming simple dough. It's very good one. I've tried it and I'm in love with that very bread. But I'm telling you, it has different taste when you eat it in Artsakh, or at least when person, an Armenian in Artsakh, from Artsakh, makes it.
Oh, it seems delicious. So delicious.
Yes, indeed. It's delicious, it's vegan, it's very healthy, and it
Yes.
has a lot of vitamins. And
Okay.
here you have mentioned Dilijan, right?
Yes.
A very beautiful place to rest, not only physically but also mentally, because Dilijan is very rich of mountains. It's very rich of nature and fresh air, and also very rich of many sights you can discover for yourself. I like
Yes.
Dilijan a lot, and it seems that you look at a very good painting where you are in Dilijan. It
Okay.
doesn't feel realistic, you know, it's that much beautiful.
Okay, I get it.
And it's beautiful both in summer and in winter. Okay, my dear, other things you want to mention or other places?
Uh, okay. There are many. So
Yes.
I wrote them. I sent to.
Okay, one, two, you may send right now so that we can have a short discussion about it, or I can suggest something, make a comment, and after it, we are going to enjoy ourselves, and we are going to listen to a very good song.
Okay.
Okay, dear, would you like to send this right now, or you want to send it later on?
I sent them now.
Okay, all right. Yes, dear, I have your list. Sevanalichka, Notajar, Zakadzor, Yerevan,
So
which is the capital city, Aragat. It's like the highest mountain in the Republic of Armenia right now. Kerart is an ancient temple from pagan times, and it's kind of the only remaining pagan temple. It has
yes.
12 arcs, and that 12 arcs means 12 hours of the day, or 24. Oh my god, I forgot what it's shame. I forgot whether it's 12 or 24. Let me check it. Such a shame. Hmm. Mhm. Oh yeah, 24. Yes, I remembered it right. It has 24 stakes, which means 24 hours of a day. Then you have mentioned Gerard. Yes, I have told about it in one of our lessons. Yes, okay, my dear. So you have a great list of touristic and national places. So you will have a very nice trip to Armenia once you come here and visit.
I was insisted to send to you later because that's a half of the task. I didn't finish to read those paragraphs.
Okay,
Maybe
dear.
yes, I will send them.
All right, no worries. You can send it whenever you finish it.
Thank you.
And thank you. Okay, my dears. So now it's time to listen to a very inspiring and nice song, which is this year's Eurovision Song of Armenia, Junior Eurovision Song. It's been published just 4 days ago. The singer is our talented Leo. He's a very cute kid, so I hope you will enjoy him singing and you will enjoy his song. And we will support him in this song contest. Let's enjoy his song.
Welcome to my world. I take you to the place where dreams will come alive, where we can reach the sky. Come
Okay, dears, this was this year's song. I hope you liked it. So now do you have questions connected to the lesson or any comment you want to make? Ella is clapping. Thank you.
Amazing song.
Thanks a bunch, dear. Okay, my dears. So thank you, dear Tabarak, as well for you, for your heart. All right, dears. So this is basically our pre-last lesson for the course. And probably on Wednesday, we are going to have our last lesson, which will have a discussion part, and also it will have part of, let me say, checking your knowledge, kind of like this, not exam actually, but something like that. There will be questions from all of our lessons, and it may include, I don't know, different materials we have studied, different individual work you did, and so on. Yes, it will be probably Kahoot. But it will include a lot of questions from different lessons. So please take your time, revise all the materials we have passed and we have studied, watch and rewatch, let me say, all the videos that we watched together, all the materials we studied, because I will choose detailed questions and you should be very, very attentive to answer all of them. Okay, dears, I wish you good luck and I'm sure you will make it work and I will be proud of you one more time. So thank you very much for today's lesson. Շնորհակալություն այսօրվա դասի համար, հոգ տարեք ձեր մասին, լավ եղեք, take care.
Thank you.
Հաջողություն սիրելիներս։